It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to October 31st of the year 2024 when the Nashville Predators were welcoming in the Edmonton Oilers. Head coach Andrew Nett deploys his line combination and his defensive pairings in the following way. Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Marchessault, Stamkos, Sissons, and Nyquist, Parsonen, Novak, Evangelista, LaRue, McCarron, and Smith. It is Jankowski that is out day to day, so Parsonen gets an opportunity to get back in the lineup. Shea and Yossi, Luzon and Carey, Delgado and Shen make up your defense pairing, and UC Saros gets the start in net. We are just 19 seconds into the first period, and UC Saros coming with a save on Leon Draisaitl. It is the first shot on goal of the game, and it is, as always, a sign of things to come. 37 seconds into the first period, it's Victor Arvidsson. Yes, that Victor Arvidsson, RV Hustle himself, picking up his first goal of the season. Draisaitl set it up and made it look easy for the back post slam by Victor Arvidsson. The Oilers swarming on the first shift of the game, just dominating the play and taking a 1-0 lead. 2:20 into the first period, it's Ryan O'Reilly off the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Our first special team scenario of the game goes in favor of the Edmonton Oilers, but Nugent Hopkins will pick up a penalty. 2 minutes for hooking. That's going to send us to a 4-on-4. Once we're wrapped up with the 4-on-4 and the Predators pick up a brief power play, Pickard will make a save on Philip Forsberg, but then Philip Forsberg will pick up his 5th goal of the season. A wrist shot snipe puts the Nashville Predators on the board for the first time, tying the game up at 1 apiece. At 5:19 of the first period, things start to settle down just a little bit. Saros comes up with a save on Matthias Ekholm at 6:37 of the first period. Pickard comes up with a save on Brady Shea, but at 9:54 of the first period, it's Corey Perry. Yes, indeed, Corey Perry with the 2nd goal of the season as he cuts to the slot and slides the puck in. A lack of challenge by the Nashville Predators defense allows the Edmonton Oilers to pick up their 2nd goal of this first period. They now lead 2-1. 11:09 of the first period, it's Pickard coming with a save on Marchessault at the 12:46 mark of the first period. It's Pickard coming with a save on the captain, Roman Josi. At 15:15 of the first period, it's Smith versus Emberson. 5 minutes each, a solid bout, both players exchanging blows, and the fight lasting longer than your typical cliche NHL fight. 16:30 of the first period, UC Saros coming with a save on Victor Arvidsson. 17:39, Saros another save, this time on Darnell Nurse, so it seems like the Edmonton Oilers picking up the momentum off of the Smith versus Emberson fight. 19:13, Kulak hits the post, and the Predators get to intermission down just 2-1. They are being outshot by the Edmonton Oilers 15-10 after the first 20 minutes. We go to the clean sheet of the second period. We are 1 minute and 36 seconds in, and it's Pickard coming with the save on Parsonen. 3:16 of the second period. Now UC Saros comes with the save on Brown at the 6:44 mark of the second. It's Nurse off the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Luke Evangelista. Luke Evangelista being very noticeable at earning a power play for his Nashville Predators team. So the Preds back on the power play, and Pickard coming with a save on Steven Stamkos, but that would be all for that Nashville Predators power play. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. We're at 9:03 of the second period now, and that's where we find Draisaitl pick up his 7th goal of the season. How does this guy squeak behind the D so easily and beat UC Saros? He does it because, well, it's against the Nashville Predators. He's the greatest Pred killer of all time. Patrick Sharp, you're officially relieved of duties. Leon Draisaitl takes the title by a long shot. Edmonton Oilers lead 3-1 right here in the second period. 10:42 now of the second. UC Saros coming with a save on Darnell Nurse. 12:11 mark of the second period. Now past the halfway point of this game, Pickard comes with a save on Luke Evangelista. Then 12:44, Pickard comes with a save on the captain, Roman Josi's long shot from straight away, and it was heavy. 92 miles an hour is what they clocked it out there on the broadcast. So Pickard coming up with a big save on Roman Josi. It would be a number of saves on Josi over a couple of minutes here in the second period. 14:29 mark at the second is Pickard coming with a save on Colton Sisson. 17:14, Pickard another save on Delgado. So the Predators trying to generate that offense, but not able to crack through Pickard. 18:49, Janmark off the box. 2 minutes, puck over the glass. The Preds pressure, forcing the Oilers to take a penalty right here. Pickard would come with save on Steven Stamkos before we hit the end of the second period. The Predators add 9 more shots to their total and go to 19 after 2 periods, but find themselves down 3-1 with 20 minutes to go. But they do have a carryover of 49 seconds on the power play into the third period. Pickard would come with save on Philip Forsberg. Back to even strength hockey at 1:36 of the third period. It's Draisaitl striking again, now for his 8th goal of the season. This puts the Oilers ahead 4-1, just a minute 36 seconds into the third period. The 2:44 mark of the third period. Marchessault hits the post. The Nashville Predators an opportunity to get back in it, but they could not right there. 4:04 of the third period. It is Luzon getting knocked out by Podkolzin. This fight was over after one big haymaker. They each get 5 minutes in the box, but Jeremy Luzon definitely feeling it a lot more. That was a tough bout on the home rink in front of the home crowd. Quiet few minutes. We've hit the midway point of the third period now. 10:06 of the third. Pickard comes up with a save on Del Kaiser. Then 11:16. Pickard comes up with a save on Jonathan Marchessault. At the 12:46 mark of the third period, it's Hyman with his first goal of the season. You've got to be kidding me. If you need your first goal this season, as you know, the cliche goes, dial it up against the Nashville Predators. Also, if you've got a backup goaltender that needs to have a big outing and a big game, go ahead and schedule that one against the Nashville Predators. Checking off the bingo card for all of their cliches in this game. Hyman's first of the season was a stretch pass, and it beat the D. Partial breakaway. Hyman takes advantage of the opportunity and cashes in on it, making the score 5-1 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Carrying on, 13:31. I sure am carrying on. 13:31 now of the third period. Pickard comes up with a save on March. So 16:34. Pickard comes up with a save on O'Reilly. Really good scoring chance by the Predators here late in the third period. O'Reilly always bringing the competitive jam, even in a 5-1 game. 18:19 of the third period. UC Stars comes up with a save on Philp in his first NHL game, and that would do it for this game at Bridgestone Arena. The Edmonton Oilers pick up the 5-1 victory in their second victory at Bridgestone Arena already this season. They do outshoot the Nashville Predators by a total of 29-27. So we talked about that in the preview of this game. The Edmonton Oilers, one of the best in the league at limiting shots on goal, and the Predators only getting 27 when the Preds had been first in shots on goal for the entirety of the season, up there in the high 30s, while the Nashville Predators fall 5-1 and fall to the Edmonton Oilers in shots on goal. It just goes to show you how much the Oilers really control this game. The Preds had their opportunities, but they simply were not able to really generate enough offense to get back in. Pounced on by the Oilers on the first shift. A 5-1 score certainly doesn't make it look good for this Preds team, dropping another one on home ice. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got analysis, box score, and so much more coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.